Hi, I'm Pastor Chris Hayward, and I'd like to welcome you to our first weekly devotional we're having. This is something that we do together as a staff, so we've got the staff gathered around here. And wanted to share with you, especially in light of the fact that we're going through an 8-day fast right now, some thoughts I have on that I was praying about this morning. I just wanted to share with you. I'd like to share with the staff. My life verse is Isaiah 58:12, and it says, "Those from among you shall build the old waste places. You shall raise up the foundations of many generations, and you shall be called repairers of the breach, restorers of the streets to dwell in." And that life verse was given to me long before I ever came to Cleansing Stream, and yet it seems to really fit with who we are. So as I was thinking about that, then I was reading the passage of Scripture prior to that, and in verse 5, the Lord is talking about fasting, and so I thought I'd just address that with us. Is it a fast that I have chosen, a day for a man to afflict his soul? Is it to bow down his head like a bulrush and to spread out sackcloth and ashes? In other words, is it all about us? Would you call this a fast and an acceptable day to the Lord? Is this not the fast that I have chosen, to loose the bonds of weakness, to undo the heavy burdens, to let the oppressed go free, and that you break every yoke? Is it not to share your bread with the hungry, and that you bring to your house the poor who are cast out? When you see the naked, that you cover him, and not hide yourself from your own flesh? Then your light shall break forth like the morning, your healing shall spring forth speedily, your righteousness shall go before you, the glory of the Lord shall be your rear guard, and then you shall call, and the Lord will answer. You shall cry, and he will say, "Here I am." So as I began to think about that, I was just reminded of the fact that it's not about us. It's easy when we do this fast. Now, admittedly, as a ministry, we began this fast. I was thinking, well, we need breakthrough. We need financial breakthrough. We need this breakthrough and that breakthrough. But the more I thought about that and then looked at the Scriptures, fasting is not about us. It's not about you. It's not about me. You know, what am I going to eat, not eat? What do I want from the Lord? Where can I use breakthrough? It just seems like it's the opposite of that. We need to be focused on others, not ourselves. I was reminded of the fact that just down the street, now the street to us is the 405 freeway, which you never want to go on. But on the 405 freeway coming south on that from where I live, I passed by a place I used to work at a long time ago. I won't say how many years ago, but many years ago when I was Karen and I were living in Bellflower, California. I was the branch manager of World Savings and Loan. Now, today it's the it's the Wells Fargo building. They bought it, and but that used to be my branch. And there was a time when I was there, and I'll just relate a story to you. I was behind the counter. I was helping some of the tellers working on something, and I was trying to fix it because it was starting to get late. And this guy comes up, and he's got a briefcase with him, and he puts it on the counter. And when he opens it up, I noticed that there's a Bible inside of it. Just briefly, I saw that. And he was here, what I found out later, to sell Christmas trees. So in these big branches, like 20-foot ceilings, and they sell these huge Christmas trees. It's a big deal. They come by in September to sell them to you. So the last thing I really wanted to do was talk to this guy. But I thought, I saw that Bible. So I asked him to meet me at my desk, and I met him at the desk, and I asked him, I said, notice that look like you got a Bible in there. And he just turned red with embarrassment. He said, "Oh, yeah." But I said, "Well, why have you got it there? Why is it there?" And he said, "Well, I'm looking for truth." And I thought, I don't know, maybe I'll begin there. And I said to him, "Yeah, you know what? I've found some truth in there." I said, "If you want to go out to lunch sometime, be glad to chat with you." So he had just been recently married, and so he and his wife and I went out to lunch the next day. And I just began to share with him my experience, how I came to the Lord and all that. And by the time we got back to my parking lot on the branch, I asked him, I said, is there any reason why you wouldn't want to receive the Lord right now? And he said, no. And he began crying and weeping, and his wife was in the back. She wasn't interested, but he was. And he said, this is what I've been searching for all my life. And so right there we prayed, and he received the Lord. That was a Friday. On Monday morning, I got a call from his wife. And he was a hunter, and I think he was cleaning his rifle, and it went off, and he was dead. I mean, just like that. And I cannot tell you what that did to me to make me realize that, because if I'd just been a little bit more self-centered, I would never have talked with the guy. And it just came rushing back to me this morning. Life is not about us, so to speak. It is, but it's not. And especially during this fast, I think we could miss golden opportunities to extend ourselves to somebody else. And if we just think about ourselves, we'll never see that. So I don't know who it is. It's a chance meeting. It's a waitress that serves you, or fasting, I guess, I don't know. But anyway, someone you're on the phone to or something. And if we just become a little bit more self-centered, we won't see it. And Jesus was anything but self-centered. I mean, even on the cross, I was thinking, he said, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. He was thinking of others. He looked at John and his mother and said, son, see your mother. Mother, this is your son. He was concerned about his mother. And he was being tortured on the cross. So I don't know. It just brought it home to me. I just pray that as you're going through this fast, along with me, you'll give it a try, to don't think so much about yourself and what you're going to get out of this. God will give you whatever he wants, but let's think about others. Let's think about extending love to other people in some fashion or another. So I hope to see you again the next time, and God bless you.